Welcome to my Java tutorial where today I will be teaching you how to make simple drawings in Java. After we open our base class, we must first import two things: the swing library and the AWT library. Both of these libraries are here to allow us to draw. We will talk about them again when they are relevant. Now we need to set our program to be a scene. So on the line where we create the class we must add extends jPanel. For our program to run, we must add a main function. This function is where we'll initialize a few variables. First, with the help of the swing library that we imported, we create a frame for our scene to draw itself in. Next up, we will initialize our scene class. Since it has no variables, you can leave the parentheses empty unless your version is different. Next up, we will set a few of our frame's attributes like the size, whether it is full screen or not, and what operation it runs when we close it. In our example, we will set it to close the program when we close the frame so it does not run in the background. Next up, we will add our scene variable into our frame and set the frame to be visible. If you run the program now and have followed all of the previous steps, you will get a white screen covering the entirety of your screen. Now that we have finished the setup function, we can move on to the function which does the actual drawing. The paint component function automatically runs when you have a jPanel, and so we only need to define it in order to change what it draws. We don't need to call it or anything like that. We must add a graphics variable when defining the scene since that is what we use to do the actual drawing. Now let's define some x and y variables so that our drawing isn't at a place that is hard-coded. Hard coding is bad form. The default color for drawing is black, but we might want some other colors, so this is how you can change the color. Now let's just add a few random rectangles to our scene so that we can see how our paint component function draws them. I will speed this part up a little bit, so if you want to have the same drawing as me, feel free to pause and copy the numbers. Remember that your screen's resolution may result in the drawing being somewhere else on the screen. We are finally done writing our code. Now it is time to run it and see how our drawing looks. Thank you for watching my tutorial. If you liked it and want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Fuck. This video is a joke. I'm not anti-Semitic or racist. Please don't report me.